Are you new to the idea of manifestation, or perhaps you're not new, but you are just starved for a clear and easy to understand explanation on what manifestation is and how to make it work for you? If that's the case, you're absolutely in the right place, because I'm going to very clearly and succinctly go over what manifestation is and a really key component to making it actually work in your life. And the clip you're going to see in this video is from my full manifestation system, which if you watch all the way to the end, I'm going to go over how you can access my full manifestation free system for absolutely free, so that you're manifesting like a master in no time. So I'm sure you can find many different definitions on what manifestation is, but I want to give you essentially the framework I like to work with that I think simplifies it and makes it very clear. Now, to make it very simple, and then I'll explain it a little further, manifestation is simply what you bring about in your life through natural principles and laws in your physical world. Now, we could extend this to include the non-physical world of energy and things like this, but I'm going to separate it from that because I think it makes it easier, and energy and other things are incredibly important, but I categorize it differently. So when we're using this word of manifestation, in my eyes, we are talking about things in your physical reality. So these are things, for example, manifesting certain objects like a home or a car, greater financial success, new relationships, different relationships, being able to move to another country, these kinds of things that have kind of a more obvious impact on your life. It's not to say the other stuff isn't important. In fact, it really is, in allowing you to be able to manifest. But when I'm talking about manifestation, I mean physical things start coming into your life as a result of this process. And again, that non-physical part is so crucial because the outer world follows the inner world. And once that inner world, that non-physical world, is at a certain threshold in a certain way, then the physical stuff starts to manifest. Now again, we'll get deeper into all of this, how it works, and more clear explanations on how this all connects together in this video later on as I give you more information and ways to go about this. But before we move on, I want to say something very important about manifesting that we need to take a look at before we go over how to do it. And that is, manifesting isn't something that you just switch on and off and you decide one day to do or not. You are always manifesting. You have always been manifesting. As a conscious, co-creative person, being, however you want to frame it, you have manifested what is currently in your life. The difference, and what we're talking about today, is we want to learn how to consciously and intentionally manifest, to use this ability we all have and have all been using whether we know it or not. We want to now use it consciously and intentionally to manifest the things you actually want, what your heart's desire is, into your life. That's the difference. When we actually learn this, we now know the rules to the game. We know how to actually start bringing about more of what we want into our life, instead of kind of being at the whims of what other people want or other things that we're going to be going over. So first and foremost, you've been manifesting this whole time for your whole physical existence here. That's what's in your life currently. You may just not have been aware of it. Now you become aware of it and you start learning how to do it, so it becomes a much different game when that's the case. And the thing is, I think it's like a master skill to learn about manifestation and get really good at it, because again, it's something that's happening one way or another. And so if that's the case, why wouldn't you want to learn how to master this game so you can experience manifestation in joyful, playful, abundant, and so on ways? And when you learn how to master the game, that's exactly what can happen and usually does happen. Now, you may have noticed I was talking about intentionally manifesting, and there's a key reason I use this word, because being intentional is going to make so much difference when it comes to actually bringing in what it is you want in your life, into manifesting what you want. And I'll explain why this is. Your intention is incredibly powerful. You are sending out an intention pretty much every moment of the day, which is sending out a certain energetic frequency, again, from your inner world, which is going to go a long way to the opportunities that appear in your physical world. One of the biggest reasons why so many people do not manifest what they want is because they're not being intentional. They're allowing themselves to be run by patterns they picked up a long time ago that other people gave them, and they're manifesting based on those things. And usually it's not things that have your best interests at heart. But when you become intentional, we switch this and start actually bringing in things that we want. And the thing is, because a lot of people are not being intentional, they're not intentional with their day, their life, and everything else, they're just kind of going along with life. This is why, so many people don't actually know what they want. And the universe, God, this power of manifesting, it can't really help us too much in bringing about certain things if we have no clue what we're going for. I'm sure you've heard something to the effect that if you don't choose for yourself, someone or something will choose for you. And again, most of the time, what's choosing for you does not have your best interests at heart. It's probably theirs or a group's or something else. So I want to give an analogy to really paint a picture here with intention. So let's say we have a train station, and this is like the train station of source. This is the universal train station. It can take you wherever you want to go. It can help you bring any manifestation. You just have to buy a ticket and tell it where you want to go. How most people approach this and approach life is they go up to the ticket booth. The ticket person says, "Hey, where would you like to go?" And most people, their response is, I don't know. And then they'll be pressed on the issue, "Well, I can't give you a ticket if you don't know where you want to go. Where would you like to go?" And they go, I don't know where I want to go. I just want to get out of here. I don't want to be here. Take me to not here. And this is how most people approach life. They have no idea where they want to go. They just know that they don't want to be here, which is also something we can talk about later and is important. They just want to get out of their current circumstance, but they have no idea where they want to go. Now, this is a problem because we're designed as co-creative beings working in creatorship with the universe, with God, with source, whatever you want to call it, with life. And so if we are not coming and doing our side of it, if we're not coming to the table and from our heart saying, this is what I'm excited about, this is where I want to go next, this is the instruction I'm getting of where to aim next, this is my next ticket, then the universe can't really help us get on the train and move to whatever that is, or move to that best next thing. And we'll talk about that a little later and how to do this and everything else. And so the first thing we need to identify is, what is it do you actually want? Do you know what you want? And not, again, like something where you've just kind of, with really no kind of intention or thought, just gone, yeah, I kind of want that, I kind of want this. What do you deep down in your heart want? Not what other people would accept. So like, oh, if I say that, people will think that's silly. No. We are talking about what you truly want. Now, one way you can work this out, so if you're having trouble with this right now and you're racking your brain or you're not sure, there's a simple exercise you can do. And you may want to pause the video to do this exercise. In fact, I would invite you to do so and then continue watching, or you can come back after you've watched the video and then do it. But I really, for everyone, for you watching, I really recommend you do this and don't leave or move on from this video without doing it. You're simply going to find out what excites you. Ask the question, what am I excited about? What, makes my heart sing? What is that for me? And just write that on the top of a sheet of paper. And I want you for about 3 minutes, that's all I'm asking, 3 minutes, to brain dump everything that comes up without judgment. So you're not thinking about it. You're not going like, oh, should I put that there? Oh, what will my mom think if I put this here? Like whatever else it is, these judgments, again, these patterns, these unconscious things that are not intentional, that are playing in the background, you are just going to brain dump, what am I excited about? What excites me? What do I want to move into? What would excite me? And you're just going to write for 3 minutes straight without stopping. Again, if you stop, you get your head involved. But if you just do a brain dump, you may even be surprised by some of the things that come out. But you're then suddenly going to start getting a list of things that you actually want. The train tickets you would actually like to buy, get on the train, and go to or experience in your life. As you write this, you should really feel this energy of excitement about this, kind of like anticipation as well. But the first step in this journey is knowing what that is. What are you excited about? What is it you actually want from a place of genuine excitement from the heart? Write those things down. It's really hard, actually almost impossible to move on before we do this. Now, I promised you my full system, so go here next to watch this video where I go over my full manifestation system, a deep dive that gives you everything you need to start knowing exactly how to manifest, to make it all make sense in a system, so you just follow that system and you will start to get results.